Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Sunday afternoon, the Mets were down 3-0 against the Chicago Cubs going to the bottom of the ninth. They appeared headed for a 1-7 homestand, and they were ready to drag out of town onto an 11-game road trip. But the story changed in an instant. Kirk Nieuwenhuis hit a 3-run walk-off home run, and the Mets beat the Cubs 4-3.
If we can't use this as a spark, I mean, I don't know what else we can do, because that's, you know, those are big at-bats by guys who've been struggling. You know, John's been struggling, big hit. You know, Nieuwenhuis came back, has not swung like I'm sure like he has been, and to have that hit, you know, I hope that gets us going.
You know, we fought the whole game, put together good at-bats the whole game. You know, they just weren't falling in, or we'd hit it right at a guy. And, you know, put 5 good at-bats, 6 at-bats together in the ninth, and to walk up like that's pretty sweet.
Well, it felt like the Mets were going to go gentle into the good night, were they? But Marlon Byrd had other ideas, led off with a home run. Lucas Duda worked a walk. John Buck with a nice 2-out hit to right field. And then Quintanilla, in a series where they've made a lot of mistakes, really fundamentally got the bunt down, moved the runners over, and Kirk Nieuwenhuis came up. No one struggled more than he has since coming up from AAA. Lots of strikeouts, really hasn't put the ball in play. And he got a fastball, a 1-0 fastball from Marmol, and he hit it over the fence. The most unlikely of ninth innings for a team in this homestand.
To come through in the ninth and kind of spark the team was much needed, because we needed something, because we've been scuffling lately. Everybody knows that. But, again, we've been working hard, and you're always waiting for something to happen, and we got it going.
I wasn't seeing the ball well at all, you know, the past 3 or 4 games, and, you know, I started to see it better throughout the game today. And then that last at bat, you know, I was really just trying to focus on seeing it out of the hand.
When Marlon hit the home run, the energy was there was a huge bolt of energy go through the bench. And then, you know, when Lucas walked, I mean, there were guys saying, we're going to win the game. We didn't know how, but there was a couple. I heard somebody say, we're going to win this game. And sure enough, that was true.
Matt Garza shut the Mets out for 7 innings. Jeremy Hefner was awfully good. He allowed only 1 earned run. The Mets had a horrendous defensive play in the 5th inning where they committed 2 errors on the same play, nearly 3. It cost them a couple of runs, and that would have been the focus had it not been for Nieuwenhuis's heroics.
You know, it just was one of those crazy plays. I mean, what are you going to say? That you know, just we made 2 bad throws and cost us 2 runs.
Has, because they have not been able to do the little things. They've made a lot of errors. Think about Hefner now. He's given up 7 unearned runs in his last 2 starts. That's not good, but you know, all of that's going to be forgotten today, and I think rightfully so. They're now going to go on the road, 11 games on the road, and go there and maybe get away from the spotlight here. We talked about Ike Davis going to Vegas, getting out of the spotlight. Go on the road and hopefully get something going against an Atlanta Braves team that is not playing that great right now.
Yeah, I think it's a positive. I think that, you know, we really try to come into this game and get something going and you know, not give up.
And what will be lost in this win, 4 scoreless innings from the Mets bullpen, including 2 from Carlos Torres in his Mets debut. So now the 11-game road trip starts in Atlanta on Monday night with Dylan G against Tim Hudson. Our coverage begins with Cadillac first pitch Monday night, 6 o'clock on SNY. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.